Would you like to speed up your hiring process by 80% while reducing acquisition costs and drive teamwork within your company? Phone interviews are now a thing of the past. The new standard? Automated video interviews. Automated video interviews not only replicate the phone interview process in a visual way, but also allow you to include written notes, rewatch, and even share the interview with your colleagues. The Sonru platform offers a user-friendly experience for both your company and your candidates. The pre-recorded format makes it easy to configure an interview in a matter of minutes and eliminates tasks such as booking appointments or traveling to an office. Video interviews offer candidates the choice to complete their interview at any time of day they wish, which improves their participation rate. To begin, log onto the platform and enter the information pertaining to the job position you are recruiting for. Then, type your interview questions or select them amongst a library of pre-configured questions, as well as the allocated time for candidates to read and answer the questions. Finish off by entering the email addresses of the candidates you wish to invite and click Send. Instantaneously, the candidates receive an invitation from you, which may be personalized using a corporate video or one from the hiring manager. Only requiring a moderate bandwidth and a camera, the candidate securely logs onto the platform and may complete their interview using a computer, laptop, or even their smartphone when and where they wish to do so in one of the 18 languages available on the platform. Like a phone interview, the candidate will not be able to see your interview questions ahead of time. The platform offers a few practice questions, allowing the candidate to be fully prepared for when the real questions will come around. Once completed, the interview is securely saved on the platform, and you will receive an email notification informing you that the candidate has completed their interview and that it is ready for viewing. Once you've accessed the interview, you will be able to send your colleagues invitations to watch the interview, which will improve team collaboration and efficiency in the decision-making process. Video interviews offer the possibility to view the candidate's non-verbal communication for observations that are more complete than traditional methods. Automated videos have proven themselves to be effective. 76% of recruiters have changed their minds about a candidate after viewing their automated video interview. In the event of a need for technical assistance, a support team is available 24/7 throughout all 365 days in the year. Known for its efficiency when helping the platform's users, Sonru has the highest customer satisfaction rating in the industry. By using automated video interviews, not only will you modernize your employer brand, but also your company's HR practices for a more efficient hiring process. Creating a new interview. To create a new interview, you may choose one of three options. The first option is to create a new interview by clicking on Interview, followed by New Interview. You may also choose to reuse a previously created interview by selecting an existing interview and clicking on Duplicate. It is also possible to duplicate an interview that has been previously archived. Simply click on the Archived tab, select the desired interview, and reactivate it. This interview will be moved back to the tab displaying all currently active interviews, and you will be able to duplicate it. For training purposes, we will create a new interview. To begin creating a new interview, you must first fill in the following information fields. The name of the interview, it may be the job title for which you are recruiting, the desired display language, it will alter the language of buttons, tabs, and forms in the interview, an introduction video, you may choose an existing video in the library or upload a new one from your computer, a short description. This text will be displayed before the candidates complete their video interviews. You may choose to insert a job description or the next steps following a video interview. A date limit for the completion of the interview. An attached file. You may upload any document you deem necessary to be viewed by the candidate for the interview. It must not be bigger than 10 megabits and be in one of the following formats: Word, text, PDF, doc, RTF, or ODT. And a company's description. This section may already contain information if it has been filled in the account's parameters. You may modify the text if need be. When all of the information is entered, click on Next Step. Under the Questions tab, you have the option of creating new interview questions and choose their corresponding time durations for reading the questions and answering them. You may ask as many questions as you would like. However, the total amount of time allocated to answering the questions must not surpass 30 minutes. We recommend that you ask approximately 5 questions throughout the interview. You may choose to add a media file, such as a video or a picture, to the question if you wish. The Question Library tab proposes to store any question you wish to save and reuse them in the future, as well as organize them according to desired categories, such as types of questions, job families, language, and much more. In the event you already possess a document with a list of questions you currently use, it is possible for us to upload this list to your Sonru account. To include a question from your library to your interview, simply select the desired question in the library and add it. Back to the Questions tab, you will be able to change the order of the questions by clicking on the multi-directional icon and dragging the question to the desired position. Once completed, click on Next Step. Sending an interview. First, you may notice that it is possible to manually add candidates by entering names and email addresses. It is also possible to click on the Import tab and upload a CSV file containing a list of candidates or re-invite a candidate who has been previously invited by clicking Previous. Below, you will see a list of all the candidates you have already invited. Further down, you will see a preview of the invitation email. It is possible to edit your message as you see fit. When ready, click on Next Step. Before sending your invitation, you will be invited to review your invitation one last time and modify it if necessary. Once your revision is complete, you may click on Send Interview and invitations will be sent on your company's behalf. Here is an example of an email invitation. Completing an interview. In the email invitation, click on Access your video interview. On the platform, you will need to enter a password that has been included in the invitation email to successfully start the interview process. Once completed, a tutorial video will demonstrate how to prepare for the use of an automated video interview platform and how the steps will unfold throughout the whole process. It is possible to skip the tutorial if the candidate has already viewed the video previously. Then, the 4 phases of the automated video interview begin. The first phase consists of viewing the welcome page, which includes the uploaded video, the interview description, the date limit to complete it, the amount of questions the interview consists of, and the approximate duration of the interview. At the bottom of the page, the company's contact information will be provided. Also note that the tutorial button found at the bottom will allow to view the tutorial video again if needed, and the support button will provide information such as best practices for a video interview, as well as technical support. When ready, you may begin the testing phase by clicking on Get Started. The platform will test the internet connection, the microphone, and camera to make sure they function properly before the video interview. Click on Start the Tests. To make sure the internet connection is stable, click on Start the Bandwidth Test. Once the platform has confirmed the completion of the test, click on Next Test. The next test is the audio test and will determine if the sound level is acceptable and of good quality. Click on Test Selected Microphone. If the device passes the test, click on Continue. Otherwise, you may perform the test again if needed. The next test will try the camera associated to the device. If the device passes the test, click on Next. You will receive a confirmation that the device has passed all tests and that you are now ready to head to the next phase. The next phase consists of practice questions. The platform will ask random questions unrelated to the interview, as they serve as practice questions before the official interview. Click on Continue to Practice Interview. The platform will provide a navigation through all of the options and indicators of the platform in order to properly understand its functioning. At any time, the support button is there to help. It will provide any information required to understand how to use the platform properly. The two practices may be viewed to confirm that the results are satisfactory. If you are not satisfied with the results, you may restart this phase. Otherwise, you may click on Start Interview. Once the interview has been completed, a confirmation email will be sent indicating that the interview was completed and saved on the platform. View and interview. When your candidate will have completed their interview, you will receive an email notification indicating it is ready for viewing. Log onto the Sonru platform. A notification will be displayed next to the respective video interview, informing you that a new interview has been submitted. By clicking on the chosen automated video interview, you will see a list of all the interviews that have been submitted. Click on your chosen candidate. To the right, you will see a list of questions that were asked to the candidate, including the amount of time it took for them to answer. You may select which questions you wish to view. Below, there is a dialog box to leave comments about the candidate. This section is visible for anyone who has been invited to view the interview. Under Candidate Rating, each supervisor can leave a rating based on 5 stars. Only the average will be displayed for everyone who has access to the interview. You may also attribute a tag to a candidate. These tags will be displayed on the list of candidates for this interview. It is possible to create groups to which you can assign the candidates. For example, you may choose to create a group for candidates you wish to invite for the next step, or candidates you wish to no longer move forward with. To do so, click on the Groups tab, followed by Create a new group. Back to the candidate list, you may choose your candidate and add them to a group by clicking Add to Group. You may also remove a candidate from a group or an interview by clicking on Remove from Group or Remove from Interview. Once the group or groups are created, you may invite supervisors to view all interviews of candidates assigned to a group. To do so, simply click Add Viewers. You may choose whether the supervisor you are adding has only access to a specific group or all of the interviews completed for that automated online interview. Once added, the supervisor will receive an email providing access to the platform and to the video interviews.